Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Libra Light. We're going to be doing a series of 4 readings today. They're going to be uploaded one after the other, Libras, and I felt lots of Archangel Michael energy this morning. This week is the beginning of Venus moving forward. It's now direct. And so Venus is comfortable in our sign in Taurus's. It's comfortable in Libra and it's comfortable in Taurus. It's its natural state. So if you feel like you're more into Venusian things or you're going back to fitness and health, welfare type of things, your betterment, not only that, but I would say overall wellness, like you are eating better, you are drinking more water, you are more Venusian. That is going to be happening this week. And that's what this first reading is about. There's going to be a little bit of relationship in this one too. We have the Tower of Power with some thunder crashing down on the new earth there to break it. It is tower energy, but you also have courage, the courage oracle, okay? Having strength for times to come. I do believe it speaks of the new shift, new chapter that we just had. I'm going to check my other split here, combining, show me what else I need to see. Why does Libra need some courage? Top of the deck, community, building it with resources and other people. Asking Spirit, what's the next step? What do I do? Is community. Sometimes too, lately, and thank you guys for all the comments. I hope to answer all of you back. It's been a rough time. So I'll try to get back to you guys in the comments. However, I come to this community. Libra Light is something that makes me feel comfortable. I have to be here every day. It's important for me. And when I miss a day, I feel off. I feel a little weird. So maybe that's about family, community, purity, cleansing the self right now for the next chapter. I do feel like an incoming person for those of you looking for a new romance. You could be drawing that in just by going back to your home planet of Libra. Venus sits there very nicely. It is Empress energy. You can meet an emperor in this era, but that's not the biggest thing. The big thing is that you take care of yourself. There is a cleansing going on. Let's find out what's going on, particularly here as Venus is direct. Why do we see purity in Venus going direct? What do I need to know about that before I start the reading? There was, and I think it's 2, there's a little stickiness, Libra. Let me just check it out. Pleasure is another, you and another person maybe you and another taking actions toward each other, or there is happiness. Libra finds pleasure in the old things and it stirs something up in you, or you have a new project. I'm getting something about a project as I channel real quick. There's the pleasure card and it's all good behavior. This is like high vibrational stuff right here. If you want to look at it, that way you can channel your own information. I like to do that for you. Taking risks. Maybe one last thing has to be done, or a decision that you've been mulling over has got to happen. It creates too, it'll cultivate more of this white light energy with the wolf in 2 different eye colors. Maybe you know somebody like that, or Libra, maybe one of your eyes is a little darker than the other. Okay, like a physical trait on you. Take the cards always how they resonate. And what it does is it cultivates new chapter stuff. If you are hanging in the old energy, you can't welcome this brave new wolf, right? And when we're adults, we forget little totems like this. When we're a child and we see a wolf, or when we're a child and we see butterflies swarm around our house, or the place we like to go to. So we get reminded in readings to touch into the inner child, and that could be something this morning as well. I'll put these in the click art so you guys could see it. So I want to ask today the tarot particular things, but I'm still going to stick with Oracle just for this last round. For the Sage deck of Heart's Hidden Secrets, could you bring me up to speed on what happens this week? Thank you. A jumper. Intuition, reviving it, using it in a different way, even if it's strong. If some of you feel like you have a weaker intuition and you cannot listen to it as closely, meditation and sitting still does help. Okay, write that down in a journal if you never find this video again. Because the thing is, it's like a muscle. It's like also one of your functioning organs. You have to keep using it. So that's just a reminder. This is a friendly reminder. And we also have confusion. Somebody is confused on a relationship status with you. You could be the one confused about this person. You might need to touch into your inner knowing or your telepathy, like the card says, touch onto your heart space. Your heart is always going to guide you. It's never going to lead you astray. If you noticed the decisions in your life when you were 20, 30, or 40 led you to good stuff because of your heart. Okay, sometimes it was a relationship, but didn't we have to know them too at the same glance? And one is slipping, lusting. That's King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, the attractive ones. So someone here has, maybe you have a secret admirer, but they could be non-committal or very complicated person. I'll touch on to that. And reconciliation. Somebody wants a second chance. There's a lot of attraction for you as Venus goes direct. I also see that you could be confused about your emotions. Some of you might not want to start yet on a new relationship. You might want to still sit with that energy. You could use that time to do things that you love and create an atmosphere of, again, I mentioned good health, good wealth, exercising. Maybe that prepares you for the next person. Or you just need to do certain things, wrap up certain chapters for yourself. I told nourish at the bottom of the deck. So just an advice, but it's up next. And so the Nourish card is planting new seeds. This would be a time before pre-harvest to start building something and watching it grow next to the new moon and the full moon that follows after that. Excuse me. So let's check it out. Let's see what this reading is producing. Someone is longing for you with one of six of cups cards in this deck, and it's a big one. It says craving, aching, and wanting with the King of Wands. I think you might be, Libra, this week, the attractive one. I think that you might be stirring people's interest in a way that maybe you didn't think that you would do right now. Okay, you could also be very reliable. You could be on time is something that I'm getting. What's after longing? A runner. Okay, so it was like this on my desk. The runner was peeking. I always check just the bottom of the deck to see what's going on. Show me what just happened here. I want to know the recent past. Tower reversed. You may have averted a tower. If you notice, I'm picking it up gently because you have the Tower card in the reverse. This is from the After Tarot, so it speaks of maybe not being involved in something. You walked away at the right time. The Tower reversed means sometimes the tower doesn't even happen to you. Your foundation was already okay. Or this person didn't come and speak to you if it's attached to a romantic situation. Justice. Recent past, you got a legal win, or some of you have won in the spirit, soul, and mind. Today, I think justice is prevalent because it seems here that we are building to understand a certain thing that's closing out, okay? I just want to get particulars on that. Five of Swords, it could have caused you a lot of pain and anguish and worry. We don't do well here because it's a non-vibrational, high vibrational state, right? High vibrational cards are like some Wands cards. Some Empress is one. Temperance is high vibrational Sag. This is very wanting conflict, okay? And some of you could have seen 555 today on your clock. Queen of Wands, Emperor, 10 of Pentacles. I think this couple will close out by the end of day. I think it's because they're admitting to attraction to you in the Queen of Wands. Some of you could be serving up an emperor around you. That's like the dude of the reading today. It's the Divine Masculine. Let me just arrange it so I could see recent past. Here's Justice. That's a big major. What do they feel about, let's do feelings real quick of outside. You had the reverse Ace of Pentacles. Maybe they're not yet ready to bring in a long-standing offer. When it's in the reverse, it doesn't mean you don't have an Ace of Pentacles in your life. 911 just flashed. Could mean something. It just means that there could be some mulling over, emperors thinking about it. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. They're slow. This person is slow in connection to you. If you're watching on Libra Light and this one doesn't resonate, like your person is moving rapid or it's a new romance, this part maybe won't be for you. But it seems here like they want to bring in an offer which has stability to it because the Knight of Pentacles is slow so that he could provide. So that's Virgo right there. Could be involved with a Virgo. Some of you Libras had a Leo and that Leo is still thinking of you in a romantic sense, because I also have Leo here. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. The Tower is Scorpio. Lovers, Gemini. I think this is the recent past. I'm picking up maybe in the far off distanced, obviously this is recent past, but I think somebody here really misses your friendship, even if it was highly romantic. And it could have been something that taught you a lot of lessons about how somebody behaves, how somebody speaks on the phone, things like that. And it didn't really change you. I think you just continued to improve if you're resonating, because seems here like they've had the Six of Cups the last 2 days, just monitoring their behavior, the person around you. Show me what their longing looks like through Venus going direct. Four of Pentacles. The Strength card upright, and everything is sticky today. Took a while to pick that one up. Leo. Capricorn. Four of Pentacles. Let's see what he's holding there. Obviously, lots of coins from traditional Rider-Waite. They just changed a few things, like the Scythe of the Death card, gentleman. It seems here like the death emblem keeps visiting your person. It's the first time I've ever read it or looked at it that way. I'm just going to assess some cards here. Knight of Pentacles. I don't want to ignore that card because I think it plays in the story. I think they're slow because they're seeing that you're stable on your own, Libras. It's coming off very clear. This is, if you can imagine, you're in the red and black robe, and this person wants to reinvite themselves back into the picture, okay? And it could be, honestly, it could be something as small or minimal as coming back into your life, but having a different precedence with you. And I wonder why they want to change that. Let me see a couple things. I'll put this off for more clarification, but I'm going to go to Old Rider-Waite. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Temperance, and the Four of Cups. Maybe somebody misses you out of guilt, or they've seen how much you've changed. And it's not like it got to your head or anything, because I feel like Libra's coming into the reading saying, but that's not it. We actually did have a stable relationship. This person just didn't realize what I was putting down. And I feel like somebody is telling me that through the monitor right now. Four of Cups. Show me the ending here if that was, we'll do past and current person real quick here for Venus going direct. Queen of Swords. Wow, that's big. Your own energy. Look at that. The sword, being confident, being prideful maybe. Or maybe somebody thinks that and you're not, but maybe that's the thought because she came off strong to me. I want to assess that Queen of Swords, Libra, Capricorn, Leo with the Strength card. Maybe they find you intimidating with the Strength card and the Queen of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Should have put in time is what I see here. Because you ended up evolving anyway. Not as an adult female or male, but because you naturally progressed. Okay, and it could have been spiritual all along. The Star card, wow. The Star, the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to go fast here because you have 4 videos. And I'm going to do a water sign reading. 10 of Cups. The Star, the Queen of Wands. Very attractive. Physically appealing. A lot of you have built something from 0 to hero. Maybe I'll label this that. There is something about you having changed like a personality trait that you worked very hard on. This could have been even last year in April when you started this journey, this particular one, which is defining you right now. Okay, that I want to clarify, even if I had to cover up the basamas. And 9 of Cups, the Chariot. This could be a water sign. They could be water. I'm leaning more towards Cancer, but I've been picking up on a Pisces on our channel, and Scorpio in the Death card and Tower. Okay, so let's do that. 7 of Swords, the Empress, the Sun. The Queen of Pentacles is slicking. I'll talk about her because I know people pulled her this past weekend, and I didn't have her in the readings, but now I do. Queen of Pentacles, resources, harvest. This could be you too, Libra. Like during Venus going direct, somebody sees that you've been working on something with money, or that you have that safety net to you. And if the safety net has been compromised recently, you're looking at a different resource, because the Queen of Pentacles, her ideas never waver. She still finds a way out. Okay, Seven of Swords, I want to look at that. Four of Wands, the Hermit, the Empress, and the Sun is peaking. Major, it's a lot of major arcana. A lot. That's a lot of major arcana. I don't see, the thing is, I don't know if you are hermiting during when it's in your home planet, because you see how it's showing a Libra essence. Let's ask that, please, with a random shuffle. What is happening with the Empress, and why is there a Seven of Swords also around her in conjunction to being a star? There you go. That was smart to say that. And thank you for being here in the morning too. I'm actually very humbled and graced by your presence. The Hermit is the clarifier, and it was right beside it before I started shuffling. So that's a true card for the day. News. I think somebody younger unveils something to you, or you find a young idea or youthful idea. Maybe energy too, because the Page of Wands can be excitable. So that could also be you. Congratulations if you've been doing that a certain way, because sometimes it activates you back to being an Empress. And I think a lot of you have heard me say that before, but what just bothers me is that there's a by yourself thing still that I don't know if I like very much. Let me use a different deck. Seven of Wands at the bottom. You could be guarding, spending time alone, maybe today only. We'll see what's happening. Maybe commute and drive alone. Time to clear the mind is also something like this, because the combo would be that you're still very confident and astute, but you could be protecting your energy too, or you're ready for another awakening. Okay, new idea too, maybe that is. Business idea sometimes. Why does Libra find the value in being a hermit? What's going on here? Page of Cups, you have a new idea. It's either artistic, it's sincere, you speak more sincerely, but it comes off with beauty too. Ten of Swords, you know about somebody like that. And it comes off like beautifully quiet. A lot of you are doing artistic things. The clarifier is the small card. Okay, so what did we learn through Venus going direct? We learned that you're comfortable being the Empress. Sometimes in the quiet, like it is giving me moving in silence, but you know there are people around you with a page. Did you have other pages? Page of Cups, here's the other page. I'm missing a third page. I think it's Page of Swords I'm missing. And Page of Pentacles, excuse me. But you have people around you that are unsure about how they feel, or they're not as in touch with their internal feelings. Like their interpersonal skills might even be off a little bit. Because it's so young. That's like around you. Page Seven of Swords can be immature, depending on how they act around you. Show me the Seven of Swords, please. Libra needs to know that. And that's also a warning card. Someone's watching your abundance. Wheel of Fortune. They're looking at your wheel. I also think too, it's something that you keep real mum about. And the Empress doesn't speak a lot about it because it has high value. That's why the Seven of Swords has interest. How did the wheel turn for you? Okay, and they could even be watching as minimal as your health too. Like they could be watching how it did in turn for you, because the clarifier is interesting. Usually they're looking after something very physical about you, Libra, like you'll turn up as the King or Queen of Pentacles over here. But now it's your Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and you're also the star. Oh, the light blinked. Did you see that? That was cool. Okay, Four of Wands. So we'll take off here with your bonus. I do have to take a short break. I have to drive, but I will be back for a bonus. So I hope you join us. If this was your reading today and this is your only stop, I really appreciate the time that you took to be here. And I really love that I saw a lot of majors, Libra. I just want to count them real quick. 1, 2, 3 with the Chariot, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you had 7 major arcanas. I think something is definitely about to change Wheel of Fortune is signifier of that. I'll see you guys in video 2, 3.